Number two, you have asked me about another very important subject, manufacturing. It is the reason why in the last finance bill, we had actually said anything that we can manufacture in Kenya, let us not import. You know, we're just destroying our own country. Because if we become a supermarket for other countries, how will we create jobs locally? It is the reason we are investing more money in cotton. You've just said, given a good example of Kikomi. Kikomi collapsed because all of us went to import mitumba, and so there was no place to sell anything that we are producing locally. So that is a space we must work on. It is the reason why we need, as Kenyans, be bold enough to say the things we can produce in Kenya, let us not import. Let us have duty on things that we can produce in Kenya. Let me give you one example, Evans. In 2023-2024 finance bill, we put a 17.5% levy on importation of clinker and steel billets. Do you know what happened? We reduced the importation of clinker by 95%. And 11 companies that had closed down have come back to production. And 16,000 Kenyans got jobs. On just one subject, on steel. 11 companies of steel that had closed down came back because they could now make money producing steel locally. So there is value in us using some of our tax measures to promote our own manufacturing. Because I went to open, let me give you another example. I went to open a cement factory in West Pokot. A good Kenyan had invested 45 billion in a cement manufacturing plant in West Pokot, employing 2,500 Kenyans and another almost 3,000 drivers, conductors, and many other things. Now, that factory is not just hiring Kenyans. We have now reduced, as I told you, importation of cement or clinker by 95%. And do you know what is this clinker we are importing? And do you know how much money we saved? We saved 100 billion shillings of imports of clinker. And let me tell you, clinker is just stones. You know, we have our own stones here, limestone. All you need to do is to go and burn it to 100,000 degrees, and then it becomes clinker. Explain to me, the great people of the great city of Kisumu, why should we go and import stones from other countries and pay 100 billion when we can choma our own stones here and create the clinker that we are looking for? Does it make sense? Sini ujinga? Ama munaonaje? So really, and you know, these are the kind of decisions we have to make. And you know the good news, I'm very happy. The good news is that the companies who are complaining to us about the duty we had put for importation, in 1 year, they came back and said, you guys, you did the right thing, don't remove that duty. Because they were now investing in manufacturing. So I want to promise you, Evans, as I do, Kenyans, we will continue to make the decisions that will encourage our own local manufacturing, as opposed to us being a supermarket for importation of products from other countries. We export our jobs, we export our foreign exchange, and we export our opportunities, even to create wealth. It is better when we are having companies in Kenya that are creating wealth, because that is Kenyan wealth.